So welcome naman po sa ating channel. Kung bago pa lang po kayo dito ay huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-hit ang notification bell for more updates. Ngayon naman po ay pag-aaralan natin ang tungkol sa general or factoring general trinomial using AC method. Okay, so please listen and watch our video about factoring. Okay, so thank you. Ayan, so maligayang pagbabalik po at pag-uusapan naman po natin ngayon ang factoring general trinomial using AC method. Okay, so when we talk about general trinomial, it is in a form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a and or b is not equal to 0. Bakit po? Kasi if the value of our a is equal to 0, the answer for our equation is binomial, and that's not trinomial. And if b is equal to 0, the same, so magiging binomial pa rin po, so that's not trinomial. And pag dalawa naman po silang 0, ay magiging constant na lang po yung ating equation. Okay, ang gagawin na po natin ngayon ay the first one is to determine. So these are the steps in factoring general trinomial using AC method. So the step 1 is determine a, b, and c, or the values of a, b, and c. The second one is to multiply the values of a and c. Step 3, write the new equation in the form of x squared plus bx plus ac. Step 4 is to factor the equation x squared plus bx plus ac. Step 5 is to multiply the factors by the value of a. And step 6 is to simplify the factors if possible. And then step 7 is to finalize the answers. Okay, so pag-aralan natin yung unang example natin. So factor the given general trinomial 2x squared plus 10x plus 8. So the first step is to determine the values of a, b, and c. So our a in our example is 2, and our b is positive 10, our c is positive 8. So ganyan lang po siya magkuha. So ang a natin is the coefficient of x squared, our b is the coefficient of x, and our c is the coefficient, is the constant rather. Okay, so nakikita natin dyan, x yung variable natin. So the next step is to multiply the values of a and c. So our a is equal to 2, or rather our a is equal to 2 and our c is equal to 8. So therefore 2 times 8 is equal to 16, that is a times c. Our step 3 is to write the new equation in the form of x squared plus bx plus ac. So x squared plus our b is 10, so 10x plus AC. Our AC is in our step 2, the value of AC is equal to 16, so that's 16. Okay, our step 4, factor the equation x squared plus bx plus AC. So since our x squared plus bx plus AC is equal to x squared plus 10x plus c, the factor of x squared plus 10x plus c is equal to x plus 8 and then x plus 2. Okay? So since if we multiply 8 and 2 is 16, and if we add 8 and 2, that is equal to 10. So that's why our factor is x plus 8 and x plus 2. And our step 5 is to multiply the first term of each or every factor of the value of a, or by the value of a. So if our a is equal to 2, let us multiply the first terms of our factors. Since the first term in the first factor is x, and the second term, or the second in our second factor is the first term is x, multiply it by a. Okay? So nakikita nyo na na-replace natin yung a into 2. So mangyayari, multiply natin, magiging 2x plus 8. So ang first term ng unang factor natin ay x, at ang unang factor din unang term din natin doon sa second factor natin is x. So 2 times x is 2x, and then 2 times x is 2x also. So therefore, we have 2x plus 8 and then 2x plus 2. What is the next step? The next step is to simplify the factors if possible. Since nakikita naman natin na possible i-factor or i-simplify rather yung ating mga factors, so ang unang factor natin ay 2x plus 8. Pwede natin i-simplify yan. I-divide natin by 2. So, divide by 2. So, 2 divided by 2, the coefficient of x is 2 divided by 2. So, magiging x na lang. And then our 8, it divided by 2. So, magiging 4 na lang. So, we have x plus 4. And the next factor is 2x plus 2. So, it is also divisible by 2. So, pwede siyang i-divide sa 2. So, 2x, magiging 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, magiging x na lang. And then 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, yan ay x plus 1. So, to finalize the answer, step 7, our answer is x plus 4 and x plus 1. So, ang step 6 natin ay kailangan lang nating gawin if pwede siyang i-factor, pwede siyang i-simplify. Okay? So, that is the steps in finding the general trinomial or in finding the factors of general trinomial using AC method. So, yeah. Now, let us talk about the next example, which is 3x squared minus 8x plus 4. So, the first step is to determine the values of a, b, and c. So, our a here is 3, our b is negative 8, and our c is positive 4. Then, the next step is to multiply the values of a and c. So, since our a is 3 and our c is 4, we have 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Then, the next one is to write the new equation in the form of x squared plus bx plus ac. So, copy x squared minus our b is 8, negative 8. So, negative 8x plus ac, our ac is 12. So, we have x squared minus 8x plus 12. The next step is to factor the equation x squared plus bx plus ac. Our equation is x squared minus 8x plus 12. So, find a number or numbers that if we multiply, it will become positive 12. And if we add, it will become negative 8. So, mayroon tayo ditong negative 6 and negative 2. So, negative 6 times negative 2 is positive 12. And then, negative 8 plus negative 2 is, negative 6 times negative 2 is positive 12. And negative 6 plus negative 2 is negative 8. Okay, so that's why we have x minus 6 and then x minus 2. The next step is to multiply the first term of every or each factor by the value of a. Our a is equal to 3. So we have 3 times x minus 6 and 3 times x minus 2. But remember that we are going to multiply only the first term of each factor. So the first terms are x for the first factor and x also for the second factor. So we have 3 times x is 3x. That's why we have 3x minus 6. And 3 times x also is 3x. That's why we have 3x minus 2. Okay? So the next step is to simplify the factors if possible. So since there is the first term or the first factor rather is divisible by 3. So we are going to divide it by 3. So since 3 divided by 3 is x, or 3x divided by 3 is x, and then 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. So we have the first factor is x minus 2, and the next factor is not divisible by 3, and it is also not divisible by 2. So therefore, copy the next factor. So we have 3x minus 2. Okay? So ganun lang siya kadali. And then the next or the final answer. And then the step 7 is to finalize the answers. So we have x, or to finalize the answer, we have x minus 2 and then 3x minus 2. Okay? So that's all for our step. So if you have any questions and suggestions, please comment down below. So, and then try this. We have 2x squared plus 7x plus 10. So please comment your answer below. Okay, so thank you and God bless. So thank you po sa pakikinig at sa panonood. So maraming salamat sa 32 subscribers na mayroon tayo. So wag kayong magsasawang suportahan ako. At kung bago pa lang po kayo dito ulit, so please subscribe and please hit the notification bell for more updates. Thank you so much and God bless.